Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Last Jedi, the Black Series 3 3/4 inch Luke Skywalker Jedi Master figure. This is from the Star Wars The Last Jedi toy line from Hasbro from 2017. So the first thing we're going to do is take a close look at the packaging. Taking a look at the packaging, we have the pretty standard Star Wars The Black Series packaging. This is just a 3 3/4 inch figure, so it's just scaled down a little bit. But you have the nice black on red, you have a nice picture of Luke Skywalker in the right corner. You can see the Luke Skywalker figure really clearly in the nice bubble package. And then it says Luke Skywalker Jedi Master. As we go to the side, it just has a continuation of the bubble that you can see Luke Skywalker, and it says Luke Skywalker here, and it actually has in very light, like almost like charcoal letters, it starts to say Luke Skywalker. As we go to the other side, it just says Luke Skywalker Jedi Master. This is a 3 3/4 inch line, so they don't actually have numbers like the actual 6 inch does. And as we go to the back, you have a nice picture of Luke Skywalker continued onto the back. And it says Luke Skywalker Jedi Master. After tragedy destroyed his attempt to rebuild the Jedi Knights, Luke Skywalker vanished from the galaxy. Now the Resistance needs his help to thwart the efforts of the evil First Order. You can also see the Star Wars Black Series logo, and it says StarWars.com and all the stuff to find them on the internet. But pretty standard when it comes to the packaging. You know, all the Black Series are almost exactly the same. But most importantly, let's get this guy opened up. So take a look at the 3 3/4 inch Black Series Luke Skywalker Jedi Master figure. Right out of the package, this guy is absolutely phenomenal looking. I really enjoy this figure. This kind of takes like everything about the 3 3/4 inch figure that I don't like, and it pretty much gives it to us, which is really good. So with the Black Series, you're always going to get more articulation. The standard ones have about 5 points of articulation. This has much more, which I'll show. And then typically you'll get, you know, for the most part, you'll get more accessories, and then you also get like cloth cloaks, tunics, that kind of stuff. Fortunately, Luke Skywalker does not come with any accessories. I don't know if that's going to be something to do with the movie, or if they're just trying to kind of like hide something, you know, as far as spoilers. But he does not come with anything, just like all the other figures. The 6-inch one, the 3 3/4 inch standard, and this guy don't come with anything other than their cloaks. Now this cloak I love, and I like this a lot better than the 6-inch one. And the one thing right out of the package is they tied the cloak, you know, so there's a loop around the neck already done for you. So it's real easy. It's tied tight to slide the cloak off and put it back on, and it stays on. I mean, it's on there really good, and we'll kind of pull them forward. I mean, this cloak is on, and it's got that nice tie already on it, so you can just slip it right over his neck, slip the cloak on, and it stays on there for the most part, which is something you can tie it with the, you know, with the 6-inch one. It just doesn't come out of the package like that. So this is really easy to transverse it back and forth to this looking the way it does. And you can take a look at the back, and I really like the way the cloak is done, because you can have it flowing over his shoulders, or you can tuck the cloak back behind his shoulders and get two different looks depending on how you want Luke to look, which is really cool. So we'll take the cloak off. We'll take a look at the articulation. So he's got a ball joint head, which you can pull this off and put the other head sculpt on if you wanted to of any 3 3/4 inch figure. His arms move and rotate at the shoulder. He does have, where is it? There we go. Elbow bend. He does rotate at the elbow. His hands do move. They twist, and they also move forward and back on his right hand, and everything's the same on the other hand, except he moves in and out on this hand like this, side to side, and I already popped his hand off. But, you know, really nice figure. The articulation's really there. Legs, he is kind of restricted by this rubber tunic, which is, you know, closer to the Black Series version. The problem is, you know, with the 6-inch standard is he's got this chunky looking piece of his body. So he does move at the legs. He's got full motion. He turns at the thigh. He does bend at the knee. He only bends once. He only has one knee joint. The 6-inch do have two. And then he does pivot forward and back on his ankles, but he does not have side-to-side ankle pivot, really. You can bend it, but he doesn't have side-to-side ankle pivot, which is pretty much the two differences when it comes to the Black Series. Is typically they don't have a double knee joint, and they don't have that ankle pivot side to side. He does have upper body movement as well. He can turn and twist, which is really nice. But let's take a closer look at all the detail. Here we have that head sculpt, which looks really, really nice in this guy. Like I said, I think it's really good. It's very, like, slightly different from the other 6-inch one. They look very similar. I'll probably end up doing a comparison on, you know, both these 3 3/4 inch one, the Black Series versus the standard, and I'll probably do a comparison on both the Black Series ones. I've already done a comparison of the 6-inch Black Series to the standard figure, but I'll probably do, you know, 2 more comparisons because he's such a prominent figure. And like I said, you can just pop this cloak right off, which is just awesome. I love that they do that. And, you know, he's got that rubber tunic that goes all the way down. You can see there's definitely detailing in his tunic to make him look like there's actual fabric there. Taking a look at his midsection, you know, everything is really nice. His belt is molded into his tunic. The other one looks like it's actually a separate piece that they glued on, but this is actually onto his tunic. But the belt looks great. Everything on it looks really nice. And what's really nice in all these figures, they actually do have a lightsaber hook. This one is actually a brown. The other one was kind of painted silver, and the 6-inch Black Series was like a white. And then his hand is detailed very well. And then taking a look at his lower half, you can see that this tunic is all separate, so it doesn't have that weird look to it when you spread his legs like the other 6-inch one. And then he has slits on the side, which, you know, help with the articulation. Now, because the tunic is a pretty, it's a pretty soft, malleable rubber, but it does slap back real easy. So, you know, doing some crazy articulated poses is definitely going to be difficult. For size comparison, here we have the 3 3/4 inch Black Series on the left and the standard one on the right. And the size comparison, they're basically the same. I mean, they look really good. You know, basically everything on the 3 3/4 inch standard one is improved for the most part on the Black Series one. And you can put the standard cloak on the Black Series and the Black Series cloak on the standard one. You can definitely, they're, you know, interchangeable, which is really cool. They fit really nice. So you can really get the look you want. The body style on the left one is definitely better. It's definitely smoother, it's more streamlined. Maybe the only thing I'd really say is I'm having a hard time really deciding which face sculpt I like better. They're very similar. It's just almost the paint color. The Black Series one seems to be a little bit more pale, and the other one seems to have a little bit more tan. And that's like that same thing with his hand. They're both painted the same, where they, you know, the Black Series one has more of a pale skin tone, and the other one is more of a flushed out skin tone. So, but like I said, with these you can mix and match. You could pop the head off, put it back on. I mean, you could really do that, you know, kind of switch out what you want with the cloak, which is really cool, and almost make your own custom figure in seconds. And lastly, here we add the 6-inch Black Series figure in, so you can kind of get a size comparison between the 3 3/4 inch and the 6-inch. like I said, overall, you know, the 6-inch ones are always real cool. They're always gonna have more articulation, just a tad bit more detail because there's more plastic and rubber to detail that they can tool that stuff really finely. But I mean, overall, all three of these figures are really good. I really enjoy all of these figures. I definitely think that, you know, the Black Series 3 3/4 inch one is the best 3 3/4 inch one without a doubt. I mean, it's really, you know, not really up for debate when you calculate everything in. When it comes to the 6-inch, it's hard to say. I think there's more detail. I like the cloak of the 3 3/4 inch better. It flows better. It's just the way they sewed it and stuff. It just flows a little bit better, and just looks more natural, I guess is the best way to say it. But, you know, overall, either figure that you get, it's going to be awesome. I mean, they're all real good. These are, you know, some of my favorites so far. I definitely say, like I said, if I had to only get one, I always go towards the 3 3/4 inch line because they're my favorite, you know, toy line and the size. And the Black Series just really adds all that articulation, all the stuff you want in a 3 3/4 inch series. But you do pay for it. It's about $12, $13. The one on the left is about $20. Sometimes you can find it for $18, and the one on the right is about $8 or $9, depending on where you buy it. So it's really what fits in your price range and what you're looking for. But once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I will see you guys next time.